Hello. So this is my first ever video on this channel. I've made videos in the past, but as I've gained more experience on making videos on YouTube, I see just how bad they really were. So we're going to be reacting to some of them. I don't know how this video will do because usually when people are reacting to things or just make reaction content, it's other people's content. But I have seen a few creators make videos on reacting to their old cringy content, and I guess that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I hope you enjoy this video. Now, this first video is of me trading in a game called Royale High on Roblox, and just to clarify a few things, I do not like the way I used to act while trading. I'm proud to say I've definitely grown from the way I've acted, but I can't believe the way that I acted I thought was okay. Now, if you're wondering why I was so sad that my friend was in a trade when I was trying to trade her, was not because I was trying to get something from her, but because I was trying to brag about how many halos I have. You just wait and see. That was some top quality music, but what's not top quality is the way that I act around my friends. Anyway, so obviously I go back to trade her because of course I gotta flex on my friends. That's what friends do, right? Oh. Well, that just happened. Anyway, as you can see, I put all my halos down to show my friend, or at least that's what I thought I was doing, but in reality, I was flexing, and I probably knew it too. Now, by her response, she was not happy about this at all. And I can understand that, because why would you just go up to your friend and flex on them like it was nothing? Sure, you can be proud about your halos, but I did this type of stuff 24/7. Of course she'd be tired of it by now. Or anybody for that matter. But this terrible behavior does not stop there. Then I have the audacity to say, I miss my lucky 20. Same halo that she has, possibly trying to guilt trip her into giving me that halo for only one, when at the time I think it was worth at least two. If you don't know this, I absolutely hated trading 2 halos for 1. I despised it since I wanted a lot of halos, and by giving 2, that would mean that I would go down in numbers. But then I have this terrible, terrible response. I said to her, you would want 2 halos obviously, so I'm not gonna offer because I'm broke in diamonds. Now let me explain why this is so bad to say. After I just flex on the same person who has the halo I want, and I could damn well get that halo with all those halos I have, but because she would probably want 2 for it, I'm not gonna offer. And then I'm gonna try to play it off if that was a nice comment by putting a little smiley face. I can't believe I even thought that that was okay to say to somebody I just flexed on. And I'm doing it again by putting 3 of the same halo down, screaming at her to help me get rid of them. I honestly do not know what was going through my mind at the time when I did things like this, but I am so glad that I don't do that anymore. By the way, me and this girl are also not friends anymore by another dispute that we had, not related to this, but related to something else. And it was Halo Greed. We did a trade, I think it was with the Easter Halo, and she wanted it back, and I refused to give it back to her. terrible actions, terrible things, and I let our friendship end over that. This girl was absolutely so patient with me, especially considering the way that I acted, and I had the audacity to end the friendship over Halo greediness. I mean, I can't even fathom how terrible that is. I'm so glad that the friendship did end, not for my sake, but for hers, because she deserved way better, and I definitely could have not given it to her at the time. So this is another Royale High trading video. I have watched it, but I really don't remember what happens through it, so I guess it'll be a surprise for both you and me. I just hope I managed this one better than I did the last one. So I'm obviously trying to trade for a Halo, as you can see. By the way, all of these videos are Royale High. I probably should have mentioned that at the start of the video, but it didn't cross my mind, so I'm gonna be telling you guys now. Okay, so apparently I'm trading Lucky Halo 2019 and a bunch of ads for Halloween 2020. Right now in 2024, this would be a really big win, but back then, since this was made in 2021, I actually have no clue what it would be. I don't know how I'm supposed to react to something as boring as this. All I'm doing is just talking right now. Nothing is really happening. Apparently, I'm also going to be doing ads after, which I do end up giving. You'll see. So I might just cut this video short and we'll move on to the last one. So we're on to the actual trading part. I will leave this here if you do want to see the actual trade go through. But if you don't, skip. So here we are in Adopt Me, and I'm about to give this person the ads after. I guess this is also free proofs for you, since I am trying to cross-trade my Mega Neon Naga Dragon for a Halo or two in Royale High, so, you know, if you play Adopt Me, hit me up, alright? Yeah, that's all I've got for you with this one, so I guess on to the last and final video of this video. Recording? I think I'm recording. Yes, you are, and so am I. Anyways, that was weird. So, in this video, I don't like my behavior either, and you'll see why. I seem to make richness in Royale High a competition. This is nothing new either. When I would be talking to my friends or just talking to people in general who were richer than me, I would always be like, whoa, you have so many Halos. How do you get this many Halos? I wish I had this many Halos. All I have are 2 Halos. All I have is this. And my most famous line is, I'm not rich.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
I mean, absolutely absurd. Most people couldn't even get 1 Halo. You have 2. Sure, you may not have 10 or 20 like some Royale High players, but you still have Halos people would trade their whole inventories for. And the fact that I would say that every time, and it wasn't when I just had 2 Halos at the time. I had like 9 sometimes when I said I wasn't rich. I mean, it was insane how I could think that way sitting there with the whole Halo stack on my head. Where is what? Oh, here she is. This here, if it wasn't obvious, was another one of my friends who fell victim to my terrible behavior and just annoying self in general. We also aren't friends anymore. Not because we had a major dispute or anything, just because this account I used to record on did unfortunately get deleted and I wasn't able to get it back. So I lost all my friends that I were still friends with, but it was probably for the better considering how I acted. Here I'm just casually complimenting my friend on how rich she is and how she got this and this. And guess what that makes me compelled to do? Put my damn parasol on because I feel poor around my friend. Why do I feel poor? Because I sold and traded all my items away for my halos and then have the audacity to complain that I don't have any items, knowing full and well I sold all of that crap to get the halos I'm complaining that I'm broke about. I'm honestly fed up with myself, but don't worry, the entertainment hasn't stopped because it gets worse from here. Speaking of worse, there they are. So this person is clearly rich, right? And I have the audacity to say that we've all been beaten. Beaten by who? This person, who's rich and clearly worked for what they had. I treated this random person like it was a competition of their richness versus everyone else's in this server. I mean, I just can't believe. And I almost typed it out in the chat too. I was gonna say, oh, well, I've been beaten. Beaten by who? It was never a competition to begin with. I've always had this sense of I've gotta be better than everybody else at everything. And I really don't know where it came from. And I'm still guilty of this today if I'm being transparent. But I've definitely gotten better at it. And I can tell you guys that I have because I actually saved up for my 10th Halo back after I gave my Spring Halo 2020 away to my friend to fix our friendship. That's how much I've matured and that I've come a long way from this behavior. And I'm so glad to say that because seeing myself, the same person who would probably despise this behavior, do the same thing to other people is absolutely not okay. And I'm so glad to say that I really have changed and that I'm a better person to be around now. But that's really it for this reaction because the rest of this video is just whining and complaining about not having a lot of stuff as everybody else. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is my first ever video, so I don't know if I'll be doing more stuff like this. I do have a series that's going to be coming up that's about Dress to Impress. I really want to become a top model, and I'm going to make a series about my journey getting there. I would really appreciate it if you subscribed or liked the video, but of course you don't have to, and you can totally watch for funsies. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!